You made it. Welcome back, everybody. SolidSol here, and today I want to talk about Berserker. With the recent changes to Reflex Guard and removing them all out together, Berserker has kind of been reigning supreme in matchmaking games at least. A lot of good players are playing Berserker now, and he can kind of feel untouchable at times unless you're using a really good full block character that can essentially negate his defensive capabilities. We have a lot of strong defensive characters now with crushing counters, dodge cancel recoveries, and of course hyper armor, which you will have to respect in teamfights. We can discuss what Berserker needs to be less annoying to deal with, and if he actually is overtuned since he got these changes. First half of the video will be a discussion, and towards the end of the video we can get some commentary gameplay. And of course, be sure to let me know your thoughts on Berserker right now and how you guys have been dealing with the character at the moment. The elephant in the room and the most glaring issue is most definitely his dodge cancel recoveries. He essentially has dodge cancel recoveries on every single move, and while it does help him become a great team fighter with the assisted help of hyper armor where you can take trades and deal a ton of damage, whether it be chip damage or not, while also having the enhanced undodgeable light attack with huge hitboxes, mind you. You can weave around battle and basically be untouchable if you don't have a character with an undodgeable or a full block. I'd also like to point out that his range on his neutral dodges and his dodge attack lets him traverse the battlefield at an incredible distance, just like Raider, and that makes him a very sneaky and hard to hit character, so you have to respect what he's going to do and bait him out in that regard. And that obviously it is kind of a skill issue, so you kind of have to wait and see what the character is going to do and bait him out in that regard, because it is a defensive option and we do need some defensive tools for characters. In matchmaking, if you do not have a ganking character or a character that can take trades and stop whatever the heck he's going to try and do, you will basically have to stare at him and wait for him to make a mistake and target swap to the wrong person. That's quite frankly all you can do. That's why characters like Afira, Kyoshin, characters that have full blocks and crushing counters to negate external dodge attacks to punish the teammate or the Berserker itself are really beneficial. Blackprior as well, especially in matchmaking, kind of just absolutely destroys people who target swap dodge attack all the time. I think if you have a solid stack that you're playing with, you will not have too much of an issue with Berserker. Obviously, you have to set up your ganks correctly and play with your team, but that's totally a different side of For Honor. You still have to balance for matchmaking and make it so that the game feels good for the casual players. Make it so that the game is not annoying or makes you want to pull all your hairs out. And for the most part, I'd say the game is definitely getting there. But personally, I really dislike the look of how a character can essentially just external and target swap dodge attack the entire game. It looks really silly to me, especially from a gameplay perspective, but sadly that is just called power creep, and we essentially have to make strong characters to, stand against the meta right now. On my recent tier list, which was about a month ago, I believe, I put Berserker around like A tier, I believe, and the reason was simply because he has so much going for him. Delay ability on his dodge attacks, the externals, the hyper armor, the unblockables, high damage side heavies, which are 34 for his finisher heavies, amazing roll catcher and peel with his forward light and forward heavy, and of course we have the 400 ms chain light attacks with hyper armor as well. And a while ago they buffed him with giving him dodge cancel recoveries on everything and giving him 5 more HP to take, actually it was 10 more HP so he could take trades more consistently. So with all of this, he wasn't really a bad character, it's just that he was stuck with the reflex guard, and a lot of people can't really consistently block well with reflex guard, especially since you have to refresh it ever so often, and sometimes those delayable heavies or variable timed heavies will hit you in the cheeks. The really high level players that really enjoyed reflex guard or didn't mind it too much didn't really have too much of an issue, and whenever you fought a good Berserker in team fights, it would be a pain in the booty cheeks, especially if you were solo queuing. But with the removal of reflex guard, assassin characters did get a Gaiga buff on that, and that's fantastic. We didn't need that anymore, but that just means Berserker is much easier to use now, more consistent, and therefore making the character pretty dominant in team fights. I will say he doesn't really have the best ganking tools compared to other characters, but where his strength lies is team fights specifically and in duels. Since Medjai was so prominent in the last season, and he was quite frankly meta, and I think he still is really strong, probably S tier still, since he's so easy to use with huge hitboxes. The nerf barely did anything. If you watch my last video, you'll see that there is really no difference on playing the character. He was so dominant in hyper armor trades with his hitboxes and of course his insane ganks that I think people are starting to realize that Berserker is starting to climb up there with Medjai, and he's basically a better trader and has better teamfight capabilities than Magi. However, I think they're still relatively the same, and I think Magi is much easier to use simply because of his ganking prowess and his incredible ganking tool. But that doesn't mean that there doesn't need to be changes for these specific characters. Now on to the next topic, does he really need a nerf even though he is really strong in this meta right now? My answer to that is yes, I think he does need a few nerfs or just some tweaks to his kit. The only thing that I think the Berserker really needs to get nerfed on is the ability to dodge cancel after a dodge attack. So this would solve a lot of his issues on being able to weave through battle and clip people with his undodgeable dodge attack, and essentially make it less frustrating to fight against. And this goes for all characters that can dodge cancel into another dodge cancel after they use their dodge attack. Orochi, Pirate, these characters, they're one of the most hated characters out there, specifically because the balance and decisions around them, people don't like how the character plays. It feels cheap and unintuitive. It really doesn't take that much skill to use. Once you get into a situation or a favorable position, target swap dodge attack, and you should be good to go. And that's why the range of his dodge and his dodge attack itself helps him make it so that he can feel very untouchable. And one of the reasons why that is so is because your team comp probably sucks. You always kind of need a character with an undodgeable or someone with an amazing gank tool. And that stuff just doesn't really happen in matchmaking because you just want to play your favorite character. Also, one of the biggest reasons why Ubisoft is giving a character basically every single tool in the game. And obviously when I say we remove dodge cancel recoveries on a dodge attack, heroes that are weaker such as Pirate that don't have valid openers for the high level players, we obviously do need to buff those specific characters in a different way, but you have to nerf the annoying parts of the character, in my honest opinion. Some people have suggested that they should remove some parts of his hyper armor, but I think if you remove any part of his hyper armor, his kit doesn't really work. People will be trying to interrupt you consistently, and that's what makes him so scary in 1v1s and in team fights, because the hyper armor, which is a huge crutch in my honest opinion, will kind of carry you through your games if people can't react to his form as light attack, which most people can't, but apparently there are some players that can do it, but that is quite frankly only the 0.01%. So after removing the ability to do another dodge attack after dodge attack, he has to go into heavy feint and see what he can do afterwards, and he won't have that much iframes or time to take certain trades. So you have to be a little bit more careful and thoughtful of what you want to do and when you want to target swap dodge attack. I think this will make the character more skillful and increase the skill curve of the hero, because I know that a lot of players, especially high level players, really didn't need all these dodge cancels, maybe perhaps on maybe a finisher heavy and all that good stuff, because before you could only do it on a whiff light attack or a whiff heavy attack, which was pretty cool, but it made him feel fairly limited and slower in team fights. The pacing, you gotta think a little bit more with the choices that you were making. Ergo using that noggin of yours and making it so that he can't just do whatever the hell he wants, while making it feel good to actually play the character instead of just mindlessly pressing buttons. Not that mindlessly pressing buttons is not going to work for the character, because it certainly does, but against higher level players you will need to think a little bit more. Now obviously with these nerfs you do need to buff certain aspects about the character. If they're going to touch this character, at least do something with his backwards zone, because my god, it is quite frankly useless. Now you don't really actually take good trades with this move. The damage values are really low. They're actually really low, surprisingly, but you know, it's essentially safe in some mix-ups, but overall you don't really want to do it besides the style point of it. There's a lot of characters that can out-trade you tremendously with their forward dodge heavies and all that good stuff, which is why it's so nice to have dodge cancel recoveries even after using the backwards zone. But I think they should probably increase the damage ever so slightly, especially the follow-up attacks on his zone attack. Honestly, I don't know what else we could really do with it. If you guys have been playing the character a lot, or any Berserker mains out there that have any fun or unique ideas that wouldn't be too overpowered, please let me know down in the comments. I do play Berserker quite a bit, but I don't think I'm a seasoned veteran that knows the ins and outs and every single matchup whatsoever with the character. I mostly just play him for fun and his great animations, and I can essentially just target swap, dodge attack, everything, and you know, basically get profit with the character. The deflects are probably one of the best deflects in the game next to Shinobi's, but I don't think I know 100% what's best for the character when it comes to the backwards zone, especially good players or pro players like Baraki that play Berserker religiously. But these are honestly just my 2 cents. And that's basically all I wanted to talk about, since I've noticed that Berserker is a hell of a character right now in matchmaking where it can be very hard to take him out, especially if a good player is playing them. I think he's in a very strong spot, and I wouldn't change too much about him, and I hope that Ubisoft doesn't. This is one of the characters that I personally really do enjoy fighting, especially in 1v1s too, because it's basically, you know, if you could parry him, you win, and you kind of have to make reads against his fast flights. Berserker is one of the OG characters that hasn't really gotten too many crazy buffs. Simply just giving him dodge cancel recoveries has boosted him up so high up in the tier list, and right now I hope that we get more characters like him and more deflect characters in general. I think I'm going to create a tier list soon since there's so many balance changes that has happened, so look forward to that. But thank you so much, guys. That's about it for the video. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and let me know your thoughts down below on what they could do to improve and adjust Berserker for the future. I'm gonna put my tier 2. It's Dunzo. Alright, we got it. Oh, you hit him. Hold on, he's got tags. Whoa! For you. Nice, good choke. Jump for the ledge attack. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, my goodness, this sucks. Oh, Lord, help me now. I haven't got emote spam. Damn, dude, that's unlucky. Coming behind you. It's an option select right there. I might flask here. He went back to the flames. Oh my god. You gotta be shitting me, dude. You're gonna fear dodge cancel recoveries. Oh my god, dude! You got it. You got it. Nice, Sue. I'm killing this guy here. There we go. Nice suit. I'm gonna have flask very soon, so just stay alive. What's up, sterile bleach? Bruh, fuck you. Get fucked. Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. Damn, that was a sweaty game. 2 Afiras is always a nightmare. Holy smokes. That was AIDS, dude. Tier 1, Tier 3. Honestly, I'm so glad I didn't get Tier 1 and Tier 3 the entire game. So, I'm glad. I'm glad. You guys probably got Tier 1 and Tier 3 like the entire game. Ah, shit. Fantastic. My goodness. Going to spawn. Knows about the externals. Oh my god, dude. Oh no, she's parrying. Oh, I thought he was gonna. Holy moly! I'm too powerful. Oh no! Never mind, I'm not. Just freaking dodge attacking. Hello, Nightfire. Welcome back. Shit. Oh my goodness, disgusting. Get his ass! I'm mad for crack, boys. I want to put my Doom banner on. I can win this. We win these, boys. Oh, it's not about losing, guys. It's about sending a message. Remember that, boys.
Zone C.
Oh yeah! Oh, this guy's running. Can I catch him? Oh my god! That's unlucky. Oh no, 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 no. Let it fly. Let that one fly too, actually. That one go, and he's gonna die from this. It's Job over, boo, dude. It's Joe over. Oh, I think you were gonna do that, actually. It's on. Oh no, he did it again. Oh wait, Nani? Oh shit! I underestimated this Shinobi. I did a freaking dodge on accident here. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do heavy. Let's deal with the zone attack again. Another one? Nah, I lied. He's dead. Boom shakalaka. Let's give him a nice drink though, man. He's been working hard today. Deserves it. Like, why even feel bad? You know, hyper armor. Let's touch hyper armors. Touch hyper armor heavies. Oh. I may have killed you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bruh, why would you, what are you cooking? Oh no. Bruh. Joe over. Stone. He's parry. The axe option select.
You lost Zone A.
Prepare for the dodge attack. There you go. Bruh. Oh my god, dude. You almost messed up my parry punish. I don't know why that's a thing. He's playing Nobushi. He should die, though. All Nobushi players should go to jail right now. All Nobushi players should go to jail. And that's how you play Berserker, guys. Bruh. Bro, it's so hard to gank Berserker if you don't play like super effectively, because his dodge hitboxes are like ginormous. Look at how much range he has. You know how far that is? That's like Raider's dodge distance. They both have like insane side dodge distance. How about you stop talking? Might be Job over, boys. The old tactical dodge roll.
Aim is breaking.
Bruh. Oh, was that really worth it though, dude? Alright, you abandoned the Nobushi Church long ago? I don't think so. Oh no. Oh no!